Today I'm going to share with you one of the leadership stories that had influenced me a whole lot in recent history. I'll title the story A Canon's Dream. A Canon's Dream. Sometimes in 2006, there was a canon and his archdeacon. The archdeacon is the man in charge of a couple of parishes within the Anglican system. And the canon is a priest who also was in charge of one of the parishes, but directly reporting to the archdeacon. As at then, the archdeacon was 65 years old and the canon was 68 years old. The retirement age within the system is 70 years. So it means that the canon had 2 years to retirement. However, the archdeacon had about 5 years to retirement. The canon and the archdeacon were having a chat on a fateful afternoon, and the archdeacon asked the canon, "What exactly is that dream that you have not fulfilled in your ministry?" And the canon kept quiet. And after a while, he replied and he said to his archdeacon, he said his dream is to retire as an archdeacon. That caught the boss unawares. Not because it was impossible, but because the archdeacon knew that except there was a vacancy, there may not be another promotion to that position of archdeacon. This bothered the archdeacon so much that he decided to go to his bishop. After some days, he went to his bishop and he then requested from the bishop that he wanted a promotion for his canon. The bishop then said, yes, he would have wanted to promote the canon, but unfortunately, except when there is an opening, there cannot be a promotion. The archdeacon then asked the bishop, is that the only reason for which you would not promote him? If there is an opening, are you willing to promote the canon? And the bishop said, yes, why not? If there is an opening of the seat of archdeaconry, he is happy to promote the canon to become archdeacon. And then the archdeacon said, well, he has an idea. And then he tendered his resignation letter there and then to the bishop, saying that he's happy to quit at 65 so that the 68-year-old man can also become an archdeacon and fulfill his life dream. It sounded so simple, right? But it's not as simple. I learned quite a lot from this story. And for me, I would say that, was the archdeacon weak? No, he was not weak. Would you say that the archdeacon was timid? Not at all. He was not. I learned that the archdeacon was just a leader who decided to ensure that the dreams of his lieutenants are also fulfilled. So the point is, today there are several leaders who are just interested in themselves alone. They care less how others fare. They care less how others feel. But the case of that archdeacon was different. He cared so much about the dreams of his lieutenants, and he stopped at nothing to ensure that they also are able to fulfill their dreams. The question that we also need to answer as leaders today is, how well do we help people who may be voiceless? Are we even willing to sacrifice our position just to ensure that people also achieve what they can within their lifetime? The bishop explained clearly why he wouldn't want to promote the deacon, but because the archdeacon had another, rather, why I wouldn't want to promote the canon, but because the archdeacon was very passionate, and then he had a clear understanding of what leadership entails, and then he was willing to give up his position. The story didn't end there. Um, he chose to retire early, so his lieutenant could step into the role and retire with dignity, having achieved a dream that he once shared. That day, when the Adikin told me that story, I learned something that no textbook could teach anyone. True leadership is not about holding on to power, it's definitely just about lifting others. By the way, that Adikin is my father. Would you quit a position just so the dreams of others are fulfilled? I'd like to know what you feel and what you think in the comment section. It would be nice to have a feedback from you on this. And if this story has inspired you as a leader, I would request that you please like, share this video, and subscribe to this channel, because there will be more of this that would come, and people are able to learn and able to determine and desire the exact ways that leaders should live. Have a wonderful evening. Please remember to share, like the video, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Have a lovely evening.